you doing? Today actually I came up with a tutorial on making a music player with Python. Actually, in last couple of weeks I'm trying to create a music player with Python. I'm just checking that how much it is easy or how much it is convenient to build as we know that Python code is very convenient. Okay, we can make very things like create applications very conveniently with Python. Okay, so I just started excuse me, I just started with creating this, and then I found that it is awesome. Okay, we have some couple of libraries, like we have PyGame, which is actually which have everything for manipulating the audio device and playing musics and whatever. Okay, so this music player, let me first show you what exactly this music player have. Sorry, there is a typo. It will be music player. Okay, so the file name is not correct. Whatever, that doesn't matter. So here we have this interface. Okay, we have couple of buttons. We have open file, open directory, open dir, play, pause, stop. Okay, so these two buttons, plus and minus, is for volume up and volume down, and this lesser tag sign is lesser. This one is for previous song, and this is for next song. Now I'm still in progress with this Python, this program, this application. So currently what I have progressed is loading a file, playing the file, pausing the file, and then again starting it from that position, stopping the play. Okay, and also loading the directory, which will actually load a set of whatever mp3 files is there in the directory, that it will be just loaded here. And after that you can select any one file and just play it, and then click on next button, next button, next button, and go, and it will be in a looping order. Okay, still now I've not created whether to loop or not loop. Now right now it is by default, it will be looped. It will go to the last song, and then again it will come to the first song. From the first song, if you go to previous song, it will again go to the last song. So it is automatically looped. So I will add those features in, I'll show you in the next tutorial. And all the drawbacks it have, like the progress bar of the song, how much it is played, it is still under process. Okay, I'll come up with that in the next video. And another thing is there that if I want to play all the files, put it in the queue and playing one after another, it is actually working, but there is some problem with the threading. Okay, there is the problem with the threading. So what is now happening, when I'm playing the file, it is actually going the program is getting hanged. Okay, so I have to create a parallel thread and multiple thread, so I'm just working on it. So currently I thought to share with you that how this one is, the simple thing is working, the simple part. Okay, first let us select any one file. Okay, so suppose I select one file here. Okay, so this is a Indian Air Rahman music director, his composition. It's a very nice one. Okay, so play it. Okay, so now you can see I will just decrease the volume. Okay, the volume is 0. Now I increase the volume. Now if you click on next, again the same song will be repeated. Okay, if you click on previous, the same song will be repeated. So this is how it happened for the, so this is pause. Okay, so when you pause, it will not stop, it will pause. It start from the same position. Now this is stop. Now let me just show you opening a directory. Suppose I open this ringtone directory completely. Okay, now just play the file and go to next, next. Another thing which is missing here, this attaching the scroll bar. Okay, so the scroll bar is not yet working, so you have to just go through manually, because it will go down and exactly, yeah. So next, see again it came to the first one. Okay, so this is how it is working. So I'll just not next. Okay, so go to the previous. Okay, so let us stop this. Okay, now I'll show you the problem. Let me just close this and again open it. I'll show you what is exactly happening if I just try to play all the files. So how all the files are played together. Just I'll not select. If I select any file, it will start playing that file, and it will not go to the next file. Okay, but here if you play this, it is just going through an infinite loop. So if you wait, you can see that it will go to the next one. But I don't want to wait here. Okay, then waste time. So I'll comment out that code. Okay, so I just put a control break and stop interrupted threading. That infinite loop. I'll show you the code. So let us stop this and go to the code. So rather I say not stop it, just keep it aside so that we can understand what is exactly going on. So minimize this, go here. Just want to keep side by side to understand how it is working. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so first let us see how the buttons are created. Okay, so if you are aware of the Tkinter library, okay, so this is all the windows, the buttons and everything, button events, everything is controlled by Tkinter library. So I've imported from Tkinter import star. Okay, the next one is actually redundant, it is not required because I've already imported everything, import star. So file dialog is within the Tkinter, so it's not required. I've imported PyGame. Okay, so again PyGame not necessary. Import star, I've imported everything. Import threading, import OS. Okay, so whatever, all these are here. So this is the MusicPlayer class. We have the window here. So window geometry is something like this. This is the window size. You can increase this size. I make it a small right now. And another thing is that okay, let me come after this. So I've created a list box. This is the list box. A scroll bar which is unfortunately not working right now. And after that this Y scroll command. This is all about scroll bar. Next is the putting caption into the buttons and putting the commands. So what exactly are the commands? Commands are all the definitions. All the declarations of procedure and functions. Okay, so this is autoplay, def load files, def whatever you have. So what is exactly? I'll just not go to details about this because this is a completely different tutorial where I can teach the Tkinter how it works. Here, creating a button. I'll just explain with one only. Text is the caption. This is the first one. Open file. Width is 10, font is times, and font size is 10, and command is self.load file. So when you click on open file, it invokes this load file, where actually it calls the this one file dialog.ask open file name. Okay, so when you click on the open file, it is actually calling this insert set is calling this in list.insert, and here I am passing the position of the list. Okay, so which is actually starting from 0, which is the first position, and it is going on incrementing, and 10 we are passing something called file dialog.ask open file name. This is actually opening this open dialog. Okay, so from here you can this is the second one. I'm sorry. So open file, to open a single file, you open this, you select a file, you open. Okay, So this all it does. Okay, so after load file, so this is the load file, it insert into the list box. Okay, by this list box dot insert. And next it comes, then we have open file, open dir. Let's go to the open dir. What the open dir is, command is attached to load folder. Okay, let's go to the load folder. I want to make it short, don't want to make this videos very long. Here we have file dialog.ask directory. I'm loading in, returning a string which is a source path, not including the only the path, because we are loading a directory exactly. So I assign it to our array. Okay, so position is set to list pos is set to self.list.size. Okay, so this is the last position exactly, because it will be exactly, actually it will be 0. Okay, so because it goes to the last file, so not whatever. Okay, so because we are not selecting any file, actually selecting anything from the list, and we are keeping it unselected. Then we run a loop where we get through the each of the file, each of the element in the array, and after that we just concatenate the source path with the file name, because we need the complete path. You can just load a file and play that with a file name. You need a path. Okay, so absolute path. So I'm providing the absolute path here, and I'm increasing my list position. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. So exactly here what is happening, just a moment, I'm inserting. So size is okay here. Okay, so I got a little confused, sorry about that, because first time the size is nothing. Okay, so there is nothing there, it will be 0. So after that I'm increasing the size, and every time I'm inserting it into the list. Okay, so through the loop, and I'm also checking it ends it mp3. You can also add other audio playable file. Okay, well, whether it is FLAC, with whatever audio playable files are there, even mp4, some mp4 files are also audio playable file. And scroll bar, I'm sorry, it's not working right now. Okay, so this is what load folder is. Then we have play. Play is the most important part, which we are going to do. This is a play part. Play part has actually, in the current logic, we have two part. One is list dot whether any particular file is selected. If it is not selected, play everything. So this part I will comment right now. This part is not working properly. I'm not going to explain this right now. So if something is selected, I'm getting that with a get function. Okay, I'm getting that current selection file. Okay, so this is a tuple. From tuple it actually say pick up the file name. So from the cart selection, it is getting the actually file name from here, from the cart selection. Cart selection gives the position of in the particular file which has been selected currently. Suppose let us open multiple files here. Okay, so after that let us select one file. So this is the cart selection. This is a position from where it is getting that absolute path here. Okay, so it is storing the music file. After that it is loading that file. Okay, that absolute path with the file name. After that is playing the file, and there is a variable, boolean variable, where I'm setting the playing state into true, equal to true, because the file is playing right now. Okay, so this is what is play. And now next we have the previous song. Previous song is also checking whether the cart selection has any value. It exists when any particular file is selected, and the playing state is true. Okay, the playing state has to be true. It has to be in play state. Okay, so after that you are again doing the same thing, getting the file name, checking whether there is anything in the cart selection. Okay, so just a moment. Yeah, you can also, you don't have to put this 0 here. Okay, so this is actually not required again. Then list pos equal to you get, see, cart selection is a tuple. Okay, so if you have to get why it is a tuple, because you can select from list, you can have a multiple selection option. So there is a property where you can select multiple rows. So it is stored in a tuple in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here I have selected only one file at a time. You cannot play multiple times at a file. So you take the first one, and then you going to the previous song, you just put a minus here. Okay, just decrementing by 1 and checking if that position is less than 0. If it is less than 0, just go to the list size -1. So it will take you to the last song, last element or last row of the list. Okay, so this is looping. This is how it is looping through the program. And here what is happening, here you can see list selection clear. Selection clear 0 to 1 means if there is multiple selection, any kind of selection, it is clearing everything. Okay, after that it select the particular position. I mean, what do you mean by first? Actually the selection set is first and to the end. We know there is multiple selection, so first one is the first one which will be selected, and last one, end, will be the end one. The end is optional. If you don't put the end and put the first with the list position value, then it will select only one. So it will select the particular list position. What is the list position? It is decremented by 1. That means if it is in the third position, it will go to the second song. If it is second, going to the first song. If it is first, it is going to the last song. By this logic I have already explained here, this one. Okay, so this is done. After that this is a set list.activate, list.index. Okay, so this actually I'll not explain this right now. This is how when multiple you're playing, queuing multiple files, and it will play automatically one after another, which is actually currently stuck due to the thread problem. Okay, so music.load, play the same thing, and play state equal to true. Okay, next song will be same thing. Two things are there. The one is incrementing by 1, and second is if the size gets greater than size -1, then put the position as 0. Okay, so if it is go to the last song, next song will be the first song. Okay, so this is the looping, and again this is the same clear, first equal to list false. Okay, so first is actually the first selection. Okay, so that selection first doesn't mean it's the first in the list, it is the first in the selected list. Okay, so that will be the list position if it is third, fourth, fifth, and nth, whatever. So activate index doesn't require that now. Music file, and I'm storing in music file, loading in music file, music play, and the same thing. Okay, pause, nothing, it is nothing actually, it is mixer.music.pause, mixer.music.unpause. Okay, and setting up, there is a flag I already called, I am maintaining it. When it is paused, I think this is not correct. That is why the problem is happening. I just corrected here in the right time. I'm going to share this code with you. Okay, so when you are pausing, the playing state becoming false. When you are unpausing, the playing state becoming true. And nothing, it is not stopping, it is pausing in that particular position, and when you are unpausing, it is again playing. Volume up, nothing. Okay, I'm just, here's some calculations, you can check this calculation by ear. It is not explained out of scope explaining this in this tutorial. Mixer.music.get volume plus one fraction. Okay, min and minimum. Also, if the minimum gets something kind of negative kind of thing, so here it will be 1. And maximum, I just confused one thing. Minimum of 1.0 and this value. So if the value exceeds 1, the maximum value will be 1. So if the value exceeds 1, it will take the minimum value from the right side of the min parameter. I mean this part, which is actually the volume. Okay, and if it exceeds 1, and if it's less than 1, again let me repeat it. If it exceeds 1, it will take 1.0. okay, because it is greater than 1, so minimum is 1.0, and if it's less than 1, then it will take the actual value. So the volume cannot exceed more than 1, and it is increasing by 0.1. So you can go the volume up by 10 step. In the decrease maximum, okay, so maximum means if the volume is decreased by 0.1, if it goes less than 0, it will take the 0 volume, which is there is no volume. If it is greater than 0, when it is greater than 0, it will take the right side, which is actually the volume. Okay, so it is any volume greater than 0, that means not muted. 0 means muted. So this is the volume of volume tab. Stop is it's simple, mixer.music.stop and self.playstate equal to false. Here we have a couple of things like here also I've this bar thread is actually related, which I'll come up with in the next video, that bar thread which is actually working on the progress bar. Okay, so in the progress bar the bar thread will be working. Root is the tick enter, then application in the music player, the self, which is actually the tick enter, which is working. I have placed the root and I'll just create a root.main loop. So this is all about the music player. I'll share this code with you, and let me just again repeat this part. Excuse me. Another part which I'm very sorry I've missed out, this load file.place. Okay, load folder.place. Place means which position you're placing. Like load file.place, I put x equal to 0. So rather I should be putting x equal to say 10 or 5. Say 10. Okay. Again also there is some x equal to 0. For the next line, I will also make it 10 because okay, it is x equal to 5. So let us make it 5 because it is just going somewhere beyond. Okay, let us again start and see what is the position. Something problem. Okay, let us do it again. Somewhere some key is pressed, which is actually creating the problem, some unnecessary. Where is this? 85. I accidentally pressed some key in the line number 85. Yeah, this one. Pathetic. Okay. Now let us see if it is 10. No, it is 5. Okay, let us go and run this. Okay, now I think it's a decent form. The stop is still there. It is. I just want to have to check with the stop one. Where is the stop one? List is there. Stop, yeah, stop is 0. I'll make it 5. Okay, done. Now I think it is a little bit decent. So this is about all about the first one. Okay, so initial to understand how the music player can be built. Okay, so you can just build, not making it too complicated, you can just simply build one. I'll share the code with you, and also after I develop it completely, I'll again share with you. Okay, so I'll come up with the next video. Fixing the threading problem and playing multiple files, and even while selecting one file and again automatically playing the next file. So I just tried this one. You can just go through it, and you can also suggest me if you need any kind of improvement or any kind of features which I can add, or anything you think is not logically correct. Always welcome. Okay. So if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, also share my video, and you can, I'll provide my email address in the description, and in description or in comment. You can check with it on, please mail me, and also you can contact me WhatsApp, or okay, I can provide you my number and ask me any question anytime you like. So that's all about this one. Thank you very much.